Well, here goes nothing. Let me just get down to the harbour, then we'll do an intro, okay? Right, I finally found somewhere with a bit of light to do this intro, but just as I switch on the camera, a big crane starts up behind me. It wouldn't be one of my videos without a bit of construction, would it? But anyway, welcome to HONNINGSVÅG, right up in the top of Norway. And in fact, by some metrics, this is the highest city in all of Europe. And it's a special place, but that's kind of not why we're here today. More on that in a little second, but first, let's rewind to breakfast. Sorry it's a bit dark in here for the camera, it's a beautiful environment, but would you look at this breakfast? We've got various breads, we've got salmon, meats and cheeses, we've got yogurt, there's even a little cake there, my drinks, and the scrambled eggs are still to come. And by the way, it was all laid out when I came down for me. I didn't have to go and get anything. And then the bacon and eggs arrived. Honestly, I'm overwhelmed. Nah, that's me folks, I'm broken. I think I've done pretty well, you know. Well, if how the day has started is anything to go by, it's going to be a good one. Sorry, I know it's a bit of a mess in here this morning, but I've got to say it. In terms of bed comfort, the power of the shower, and that breakfast, and let's face it, those are the important things, this is hands down the best hotel I've ever stayed at. Big statement, but it's true. Right, I've got 4 layers on, let's go. I don't know if I'm allowed down in this pontoon, but I'll just act all naive and innocent until someone shouts at me. I wanted to come down and have a look at these ribs. I guess this is for tours, and as you can maybe imagine, the tours aren't on today. I guess the fishing will be though. Aye, I don't mind a bit of construction. It might be dark, but it's all going on in there. Let's go this way. Ah, wee fishing harbour, and they've started early. Can we cut along this way? Big workshop to my left there. There was me thinking I got up quite early, and that's the fishing boats just coming back in. But then again, it's not as early as it looks. That's at almost 9 AM. Would you believe it? I think this is where the fishermen come for their supplies. Bit of a chandler's there. Look at the big anodes. When I made the decision to come up here at the top of Norway, it was all about the statue of a dog. If you don't know that story, check out the previous video. But now that I'm here filming this one, I need a hook, I need a theme. And I was going to call it the highest city in all of Europe, which would be pretty cool in itself. But then I'm here on the 3rd of December, and Norway is deep in the polar night, and that means that the sun doesn't come up again until the 21st of January, and even then, it's just going to be slightly above the horizon. So yeah, today's video is about darkness, and this is what it's like just after 9 AM. What have we got here? Hello, sun. There's no many places to sit this morning. In fact, maybe that is someone that just had a wee lie down. Oh, that puffin artwork there, that's made from all the plastics that were picked off the beach, would you believe? There's another one over here. This one's old shoes and insoles. And here you've got all the old boots. And some very frozen nets. As you can see, even from the construction and the fishing that we've seen this morning, it might be dark, but life goes on as normal. even for YouTubers. Oh wow, the scenery's just starting to open up behind me. Look at that. I need to get a few photos here, don't I? And I know I'm still not wearing gloves, but would you believe it's -3 at the moment? Feels like -7, but in reality, it's not too bad. Snowplow. I was speaking to the hotel owner at breakfast. She's originally from Germany, from Freiburg. She's been here for 5 years and she said she would never go back. She absolutely loves it here. There's a ringing endorsement. I love the window displays that houses have in the Nordic countries, especially over Christmas. It's so cosy looking. The one thing I'm really going to struggle with today is not myself, but it's battery life in my camera. Up here in the cold, they don't last very long. Oh, the Scandic. The lady that I got the taxi with from the airport last night, she was staying at the Scandic. I was going to say too posh for me, but let's face it, I think I'm in the best hotel in town. What a landscape all around. In fact, this might be us right at the far end of town already. And this is where you charge up your electric car. Wow. It's some place, isn't it? But would you believe this whole town, in fact the whole area, was completely burnt to the ground towards the end of World War II by retreating German forces. In fact, the only building that was left standing was the old church. We'll need to try and find that today. It was funny flying in last night. You would occasionally see just a little individual light out in the vast wilderness and you were thinking, there's someone down there. Nordkapp Maritime something. Is that the moon? Well, it's certainly not the sun, is it, Steve? Exciting developments, folks. I was just checking my research notes for this trip and it's reminded me that the northbound Hurtigruten is due in here in about an hour's time. And someone was telling me in the comments on the Bora video that you can go on as a day visitor, maybe grab a coffee. We've got to try that, eh? The colours in the sky already, it's just beautiful. Oh, and there's some amazing food smells as well. Not that I'm hungry. And there was me thinking I was at the end of town, but no, it just keeps going. And I think I can see the church just up there. And I think that might be the school over there. You can hear the wains, but the play park is not in use. Merry Christmas. Those are big snowballs. And a telephone box. Has this one got a phone in it? There's another one for books, like we saw in Bora. Yes, exactly the same. And I won't make the same joke as last time. And there's that old church. And some more snow getting dumped. It never stops, eh? It's not going to be open, is it? That'd be too much luck. Oh, it is. Didn't expect that. Hats off. Welcome to Honningsvåg Church. Built in 1885, it's the oldest building on this island, I don't know how you pronounce that, in the North Cape. It was spared while the town was burnt to the ground at the end of World War II. And they've got their Christmas tree up. Oh, I'm so glad we could get inside. It's beautiful. In fact, with that scaffolding, they might just have put the tree up very recently. Oh, I couldn't do this, it'd be quite intimidating with a full congregation. Sorry it's so dark, I'm not sure how much of this you can see. But it's nice to get in out the cold, even just for 5 minutes. And they sell postcards, €1 each. I'm afraid I don't have any coins. But it's a beautiful town. Oh, and there's inside the church in 1945. What a time that would have been in these parts. Utterly devastated. Can we go upstairs? That's the question. No, I'm not sure we're meant to be here. So I'm just having a very sneaky peek at the organ. That's enough. Let's go. If I was really brave, I could go a bit further. Nah, not today. I feel like a giant in here. And in the schoolyard, it's playtime. In a graveyard covered in snow, it's a bit different, isn't it? I can't stop pointing the camera at that church, it is so beautiful. What a view we've got here, and I'm expecting to see that big ship sailing around the corner at any moment. But I'm not going to hang about, I think we should start making our way down to the harbour. It was really interesting to speak to the woman at the hotel this morning, someone who's lived here for 5 years, and how much she loves the polar night. I always thought for the locals it would be something that they just get through and get back to the summer, but it might be a different story. The local lads, I wonder what it's like for them to live here. No vegans beyond this point. It's what it says. I must admit, it's not as dark as I thought it would be. That is just gone 10:17 now. But the sun will remain 2.4 degrees below the horizon. You see, you get accuracy on this channel. Let's have a look at that fishing boat. Not an easy life to be a fisherman up here. Wonder what that water's like. Imagine you fell in. And there's that beach plastics artwork again, a bit more daylight. Can I call it daylight? I suppose I can. There's something very practical about that building over there, not much else. The problem here is you just don't know what you're walking on. Just a few miles up the road you've got Nordkapp, which is billed as the most northerly point in mainland Europe. I mean, it's not. It's more like the most northerly car park. But it's a bit touristy up there. I prefer to stay somewhere real. And I think I made a good decision. Even if it's a bit like this in places. I could sit and watch these guys if it wasn't so cold. That's one thing up here, you've got to keep moving. And we're back to where I did my intro this morning. Everywhere you look in a window, it just looks so cosy. And now there's a bit more light. I just want to show you these ribs again. What do you think? How much would you pay to sit there? And that's the Christmas house. Everything they sell in there is Christmas themed, and it's year round, by the way, not just at this time of year. Got another big concrete block arriving for whatever they're building back there. You should see the snow under the wheel arches, by the way. That is one sharp hook. And up there we've got the main street, that's where my hotel is as well. But for now we're staying focused on this ship. I hope my research was accurate. And here we've got another one. I really like these. There's even a couple of burst footballs up there. And just in time, here it comes, the Hurtigruten. Although I think someone told me it's pronounced Hurtigruten. You don't say that hard G as I do. Good morning, Bamse. How you doing, my pal? Whoa! That's the ship telling all these shops to open. You've heard that before, haven't you? You didn't even flinch. This coach here, I reckon that's just waiting for passengers from the ship, and it'll take them up to Nordkapp in German and English. But we need to focus on this, don't we? That's a beauty. But the question is, will we get on board? Stay tuned to find out. Oh no, in fact I'm mistaken, this is the Havila. Someone was telling me about this one. It's the more modern version of the Hurtigruten. I think it does the same route. Someone did recommend I go on this one instead. So does that mean there's no Hurtigruten this morning, or is it still to arrive? Maybe there's a bit of competition to get into port first. Let's go back and check it out. I wasn't sure where it was going to dock. I didn't notice before, that's a proper old wooden fishing boat. So this beauty's called the Havila Castor. And welcome ashore, folks. Even in December it's quite busy. Guess it'll be good for seeing the northern lights as well. I'm popping down here to have a look at the shape of that bow. There must be a reason for it. Hey, actually that's a cool shot. So what I'm thinking now is, can we get aboard for a look? No harm asking the question. Hello. Do you do visitor passes for Devonport? Yes. You do, so I can come on.
You can go all the way up to deck number 9, and then the outside and the inside and downwards.
Fantastic. Yeah. Thanks very much, guys. Thank you. I can't believe it, we're on. There goes my chances of getting a free Hurtigruten cruise, eh? So I've got a cafe on deck 6, and we can go outside to the promenade on deck 9. I never thought I would be here today. This is a beautiful ship. Whoever told me it's the more modern version, they were spot on. Wow. Let's jump on the lift up to deck 9. Oh, hello. And you know what? If I forget to get off again, well, that's just a shame, isn't it? Hello.
Hello.
Well, that's a unique view I didn't expect to be getting today. Oh boy, there's even outdoor jacuzzis, I love it. And that's us right at the stern. What's the time now? 11:15. That's about as high as that sun's going to get, I think. Come on, just a bit further, you can do it. Yeah, I checked my notes and we've just passed the solar noon, which was at 11:05 about 10 minutes ago. That's the brightest time of day on the 3rd of December for reference. Outdoor bar and the jacuzzis. I wonder if these are open in winter. It looks like they might be. I mean, it's closed just now because we're in port, I think, but that's awfully inviting. That's the gym in there. I like all the deck space. So if you've been thinking, I wouldn't go all the way up there in December, it'll just be dark all day. I think I've shown in this video that that's certainly not the case. In fact, it could be a great time to come and get on board something like this. Oh, it's nice and warm in here.
Das große Erlebnis beginnt schon in Fahrstunde.
Keeping warm there, guys. I think we should grab something quick here, shouldn't we? Lovely presentation. Just grabbing a quick hot chocolate, I think I deserve it. But I'll need to get out there again soon before that light disappears for good. And I might need to go back to the hotel and get another battery. I'm running low again. Well, the time has come. Let's hand this visitor card back. Hey, thanks very much.
Oh, okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Have fun.
There we go. How did you enjoy that? I could have stayed on board all afternoon, but you've got to take advantage of this light, haven't we? Oh, and that's the Polis. Run, Steve, run. There's the kind of things you can buy in Honningsvåg. Alicia, first thing in the morning. Oh, I'd like a t-shirt. Let's go into the Holman Centre. Open till 5.
Hello.
Hi. You can get everything from a Nordkapp cap to a moose and his sunnies. I think we've got to try this, haven't we? It says it's full of protein and omega-3, ready to eat, Norwegian snacks. You don't get more authentic than that. I am only doing this for you guys. I know I won't like it. Oh, it stinks. Although when I say it stinks, it kind of smells like scampi fries and they're not too bad. Oh, it's so strong and hard to swallow. I think I'll stick to the scampi fries. Alicia, you can finish this, okay? You know, I was just thinking that ship was really nice, but modern isn't always the best, is it? I think I'd still prefer to go in the Hurtigruten. So if you're watching, guys, we're now at 12:08, just past the official midday, and the light is really starting to fade fast. I know someone Polish who would love one of these. Alicia, you've got your mushrooms. And seeing as we've started shopping, let's have a look up at the high street. It'll be buzzing up here. Absolutely jumping. Everyone out getting their Christmas shopping. The light is really beautiful now. There's just this kind of early afternoon hue. I think they call this the blue hour, and I can see why. Very descriptive. The only problem is I wonder what you can see in the GoPro. I'm sure it's not as good as with your own eyes. Oh, Bam says, sorry, it's me again. Lovely, yeah? Fonzie. Hey pal, that's what my eye was like after my last trip to Norway. We look very similar actually. Could be related. Right, I've not actually been over this side of town and time is running out, as you can see. Now if I could have hired one of these, that would have been perfect. Or better still, I think this is about as far as I'm going to go. That's another little town or village over there. But as you can see, we're deep into blue hour now, and it's beautiful. That's a nice house up on the side of the hill. Man, it's so peaceful down here, I'm losing track of time. And for the record, we're now at 12:43. The real problem with the polar night, of course, is that that's about it. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and true darkness is on its way. Although you never know, it's quite a clear sky. We might see some dancing lights tonight. We've got a big tourist information, which is open every day 10 till 2. Yeah, I hope it stays cloud free, and then we've got every chance. Saw a wee green flicker in the sky when I was flying in last night. Let's have a look in this souvenir shop. Open Monday to Saturday 11 till 2:30, Friday till 5, maybe later. Trolls, trolls, trolls. 2799. I reckon that's about 200 quid. I like this one. Hello, Trouble. You don't scare me. I'm nipping back to the hotel and I passed this place, the Gallery West of the Moon it's called. Brilliant place. Got some incredible prints in here. I really fancied this one, but I just had to get the postcard size because my bag is so small. Ah well, at least I got something. A bus, a bin lorry, a quad. It's all happening this afternoon. And in fact, that's got me thinking, I've got to try and work out a way to get to the airport tomorrow. My flight's at 6:10. Someone told me that taxis don't start till 5 AM. Is that leaving it a bit late? Will there be a bus? Do I just walk? Somebody's just parked up their sled. Should I nick it? Is that the ship leaving? The gangplank's still down. I think maybe that was just a call for passengers to get back. What's that? A museum? Searching for things to do in a cold, dark afternoon. Have we seen everything? So that's what it looks like in summer. Well, the one thing I'm taking from this is that the airport's 3.3 kilometres away. I think it has to be a taxi. Even up here, eh? So there's a nice map of the island we're on just now, Magaraya I'm going to call it, and we are down here in Honningsvåg, and the airport, say just a couple of miles further north. And if you go right up to the top, you've got the North Cape, or Nordkap, I think I was calling it earlier. But as you can see, that is not the most northerly point, that is. Hence me saying it was just the most northerly car park. I'd still love to go, mind. That's lovely. As all the passengers head back to the ship, there's not much light left in the sky, is there? I think they all must have been up at the North Cape. That's a full bus. Come to Montrose, folks, and see the real Bamsa. I don't think that's one of the stops on the ship. If you're up here, by the way, and you want to go to the North Cape, there is a public bus. It's the number 405, but the price, 650 krona. And that's about 50 quid. Access to the monument is free, but I would have expected that anyway. But yeah, for a public bus, 50 quid return, it's a bit much, isn't it? And there it goes, folks. We've missed it. Imagine I actually had missed it. That's a scary thought, eh? The police station reminds me of all those like Scandi crime dramas on TV. Right, let's go and get some food. 2:30 by the way now, could be 10 PM. Nor Cafe and Bistro. It looks pretty dark in there, but this is the place I had in mind, and there's not that much to choose from. Open Wednesday 11 till 9. Press the button to open the door. We're in. Oh, he's away to get me an English menu. Bless him. I'll just sit here in the corner. Okay, what will I have? Fish and chips or a burger? What do you reckon? I like how they give you water here. Looks like I'm the only person in here this afternoon. I don't think Norwegians eat at this time. It's 20 to 3, but I'm hungry. Now I'm not going to film too much in here because we've got that old YouTube friend music playing in the background, but there's my fish and chips. That looks alright, doesn't it? Certainly keep me happy for a few hours. I'm glad it comes with a salad as well. Question is, how much was it? I'll tell you at the end. There's a tartar sauce, a ketchup, and oh, that must be for the salad. And I'm dipping my chips in it. Let's try this fish. Oh yeah, that is lovely. Light and fluffy and very fresh. That is really good. And I'm becoming a bit of a fan of salad with my fish and chips, you know. I would say the chips aren't anything special, but the fish is just beautiful. Folks, you know what? I think I did alright. The only thing I didn't eat was the lemon. And the plate itself. Oh, I didn't want that to end, I tell you. That was a really, really tasty meal. And the total, 26 quid. I think that's alright for Norway, you know. Highly recommended that place. Nor Cafe and Bistro. What do we do now? 3:17 in the afternoon. Well, the locals are just playing the fruit machines in Narvesen. I'm seeing a bit of Aurora up there tonight, or should I say this afternoon. I wonder if I should get away from these bright lights and see if it's stronger. Let's do that, why not? We've got time, haven't we? Don't get in the way of this fella. Yeah, I'm just heading back out to where I was before. A wee bit darker over here. It's just absolutely stunning tonight, even with the naked eye and all these street lights. The skies are just alive, they're dancing. I could sit and watch that for hours, but cold toes and an empty phone battery are telling me to go back to the hotel and try and book a taxi for the morning. Hey, look at the ambulances up here. I wasn't expecting it to be this big. So here we are back exactly where I started the video this morning. It just felt appropriate that I wrap things up here as well. In fact, that feels like an awfully long time ago. But then again, it did get dark about 1 o'clock this afternoon, didn't it? Now, I would really appreciate it if you could let me know, is this how you thought the polar night would be up here in the Arctic? For me anyway, it was a lot better than I expected. Thank you so much for watching the video, as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.